Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestling Rundown, episode number 147, I think. No, 148. I'm going to double check. I think we're 2 episodes away from 150. We got to do something special. Because we're halfway to 200 at that point. See, I know that type of math, so that's good. Let me double check. I got an Instagram live message, too. I got to check that out.
148.
This is 148?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're at 148. You're probably wondering why I'm in a different background. Well, because my room's a mess right now and my, bed's not made and I don't feel like doing any of that right now because I want to just get this show done and out of the way so I can do that tonight. But yeah, let me introduce the co-host before, I forget. Let me introduce the co-host.
The Money in the Bank contract holder and former Wrestling Rundown heavyweight champion, Chris.
Speaking of that, you're talking to the first and only ever dual champion on the show because not only am I the Wrestling Rundown Predictions heavyweight champion, I'm also the NXT No DQ team predictions heavyweight champion. The first and only ever dual champion in the history of this show right now. I mean, the only other person that can tie with me is James, but James is probably never going to hold this belt, and he might hold this belt, but he's not holding these both belts at the same time because he'll probably be like, "Oh, forfeit, man!"
Oh, baby,
he can't do that at WrestleMania because he's fired. If I back out, I'm fired. Imagine the host gets fired, like that would be embarrassing. Like,
imagine if the co-host got fired too.
Well, have you ever been fired before?
I got suspended.
You, me, and James. I think James has done everything on the show. He's got fired. He's quit. He's,
multiple times.
Yeah, he's been suspended.
He's been fired. Quit.
Yeah. So.
He's fired.
So yeah, you're probably wondering, I guess apparently too. We're not. We did Fastlane like such on time. We were not meant to do these Raw notes. I feel like when we do something on time, we always do something else like extremely late. So it's like, spring break was busy, which is weird because you would think like when I have no school, I wouldn't be busy, but I was just busy, busy. Yeah. So
I was doing some makeup test.
Yeah. So I guess it seems like the only time we have time to do videos is when we're in school. So maybe we should just stay in school forever and never leave because that's the only time we're going to have time to do videos, apparently. So, but yeah, this week, you're going to get 3 episodes this week to make up for lost time. Today, we're going to talk about Raw and SmackDown. Tomorrow, which hopefully Noah will be on, we're going to do 205 Live, NXT UK, and regular old NXT because there's just something about NXT UK that's so out of the ordinary. I feel like this is from the UK. It's not, which is like now people are gonna say, "Oh, you discriminated against the UK because we're not regular enough for you." So, but yeah, Noah will be on tomorrow. So if Chris can't be on, and then either sometime this weekend we're gonna do episode 150. We're gonna do something big. I don't know what big thing we're gonna do. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe I'll do the show without my glasses on the whole time or something. So,
ooh, getting frisky.
Yeah, maybe I'll do the show with only a t-shirt on.
Ooh.
Maybe I'll do the show. Maybe I'll do the show outside. We've never done the show outside before.
Well, technically, you have.
When have we done the show outside?
Like 400,000 years ago.
Okay then. Maybe I'll do the show maybe I'll do the show from my phone. No, you know what? We're gonna do the show on Instagram Live this weekend. Because we know. Oh wait, but then no one can't be on then. Unless Noah just comments.
We need him on the show.
Yeah. Why can't Instagram Live have to be like that? So we're gonna do something special.
Stupid. Instagram Live is stupid.
Yeah. We're giving it a chance though. So yeah, let's just talk about Raw. We had an intro, I know, but I mean, the intros never go smooth anyway. So, you want to take us through Monday Night Raw from last week? Because we've been
So,
watching this, this is being taped on the 18th of March.
which Monday Night Raw is tonight for us.
Yes.
If you're watching this later on, if you're watching it tomorrow, it's not Monday Night Raw for you. It's Monday Night Raw for us.
Yes.
So it happened on March the 11th, 2019. Crazy. The commentators are the same as they've always been. Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Renee Young since the beginning of time and space. So the show kicks off with
You have to say the commentators again. I lost the
Michael Cole,
connection.
Corey Graves, and Renee Young.
Okay.
Everyone knows who they are.
Okay.
You don't need to say it every week. Unless something changes, then yes, but it's the same goddamn people every week.
Yes.
So the show opens up with the Shield's farewell address.
Yes.
Now, as if you haven't been watching wrestling for the past month, you probably wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
Even 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah. No, 2 months. 2 months.
Whatever it is, it's a time period that we keep messing up. The Shield got back together one time only. This is the last time ever that they were gonna get back together. One final time at Fastlane, and they won.
Yeah.
And so they kicked off the show, and basically Roman's just endorsing Seth as he does, because that's his best friend, and basically says, go and beat Brock Lesnar. Yes. And with Dean Ambrose, he doesn't know what the hell Dean Ambrose is going on with Dean.
He just says, "Go do whatever you have to do," or something.
Which I don't know. That's really weird.
Yeah.
It's a really odd opening segment.
Yeah, it was.
But they, embrace, and then they leave.
Well, also, Roman Reigns, too, said, he's having his return match against Baron Corbin tonight, too.
Something happened. Something happened there. We'll get to that.
Yes.
So Paul Heyman comes out after Dean and Roman leave. And he's just basically, cutting a Paul Heyman promo like he always does.
Yes. If you haven't been watching wrestling for the since 2014, you'll know what we're talking about. You won't know what we're talking about. I mean,
it's basically the same thing that he cuts every time. It's but Seth cuts him off and says that Brock has always struggled with these smaller wrestlers. Guys like Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor, and AJ Styles have all given him really good matches, and he hasn't been able to put them away as quickly as a John Cena or someone like that.
I didn't really think his point made any sense to me, because he still won the match. It's not like he did. It's not like he came out there got squashed. He still won the match. It doesn't really, his point made no sense. I thought his point made no sense.
Squash match like he normally has. It's more like a competitive matchup.
But he still
actually liked.
But he still won though. It's not like he came out lost.
Yeah.
So because Seth's point makes no sense. Just because you have a competitive match with him, it's all about that victory. If they don't, and Brock still won in the end. So it's Seth Rollins' point made no sense. And all Paul Heyman had to say was that, but Brock still won. But of course, that's not what Paul Heyman says, because he's trying to go with it. What does he say?
He basically throws to a video package again of Brock Lesnar. We haven't seen this enough over the past couple of weeks.
Well, he also said too, because he hasn't had time to prepare for these guys, because he was supposed to face somebody else before, and then they would get it was changed last minute, which Which one of the times it wasn't exactly the case because he had time to prepare for Finn Balor, so
Yeah,
like a couple
it
of weeks.
switched last minute.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't as last minute though as like AJ Styles or the Daniel Bryan. Like he literally had like a few days to prepare for him. Like for Finn Balor, he had like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like how long you need to prepare for Finn Balor if you're that size?
He needs a lot of time.
Apparently. So I don't know. I mean I like the opening segment. Just those are just plot points. I just didn't really think made any sense. At least in my opinion.
Yeah. But after they come back from the video package, freaking Shelton Benjamin attacks Seth Rollins from behind, and that's how they went to break. That's the opening segment, pretty much in a nutshell.
Yes, I liked it.
I do agree with this, like, because I'm still on Bleacher Report. I do agree with this analysis. They said that the Shield's farewell was lacking, which was true.
Yeah.
It definitely felt like it was completely rushed. And it was just like, okay, Roman said this, Roman said that. Yeah. We don't know what Dean's doing. Go and beat Brock. Okay, we're done. Fist bump, leave. Like that's for
maybe
the last time ever being as the Shield is what they're saying, quote unquote. This is their last time ever.
I do it. That's kind of a plot point too, because they were together later on in the show. So
yeah,
like really, I guess they would. Were they not the Were they not the Shield? Because remember, apparently Seth Rollins is not Shield Seth Rollins. Remember that storyline they tried throwing at us?
Oh yeah, that wasn't them. They were the Shield then. They were themselves.
Like apparently, like they threw the Shield out, but like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose came back later on the show, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're regular old Seth Rollins and regular old Dean Ambrose."
What is the regulars? So they come back from a commercial break, and the match between Seth Rollins and Shelton Benjamin was already underway.
They actually add them actually challenge each other to a match and stuff. Like doing the break and stuff.
Yeah, they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't show them. They showed on fucking .com.
Yeah.
But it was a very good match.
Yes.
Paul Heyman, of course, is on commentary, and the entire time they kept talking up about how Brock and Shelton were, training partners at the University of Minnesota, which is true.
Yeah, they were also in OVW together.
And they were tag team in OVW. And they're not like friends per se, but they kind of are.
Well,
they just have known each other for 20 years or so.
I don't really think Brock Lesnar's not friends with anybody, so.
Paul Heyman, I guess.
Remember the backstage segment? He said we're not friends, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He works for him, so.
He also said that Brock Lesnar doesn't watch the show. But there's a plot point later on when Paul Heyman was on commentary.
Yeah, he calls him on the phone or whatever.
He calls him on the phone, and he said he doesn't like how he's being presented on TV. I thought you didn't watch the show.
Maybe his wife was watching. She was telling him about it. Because his wife is a former WWE superstar, so.
Nope.
Nope. Not buying it.
I'm not buying Sable. I said I'm not buying.
Okay.
So anyway, Seth won. It was a pretty good opener.
It was Seth's first match, one-on-one back too, because I forgot he was injured, Dave Meltzer talked about this. They're obviously trying to make up for lost time because Seth was supposed to be a big winning streak, and then obviously they lost a month time because he was injured for a month. So
yeah.
But yeah, I like this all, except the plot points and stuff. But we're just being assholes, and that's all. So
when are we not?
I don't know. Maybe when we go to maybe if we go to church. Unless we're just thinking, I must be thinking asshole things while we're at church.
I do.
Okay, good. So do I. So I guess we're being assholes there too. I guess we're assholes everywhere. Even on the roof of your houses and stuff.
It's very dangerous up there.
Yeah.
So next they cut to Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley for the Intercontinental Championship.
I hated this match.
I fucking despise this match of the Brenny Passion.
Yes.
They have a hard on all of a sudden now for Bobby Lashley as Intercontinental Champion.
Yes.
The finish. This is not really a noteworthy match. I go over it a little bit more.
I'm not doing it.
The finish happens when Leo Rush comes from out of nowhere, grabs the Intercontinental title. That, for some reason, like any fucking wrestler has a championship for some reason, that they get distracted by it for some reason.
Well, he also rang the bell, too.
And, I mean, yeah, but still, after he had grabbed his championship, and for some reason, everyone looks in that direction, and they lose every single time. And guess what? That happened.
Yeah. You know what I don't get?
Again.
If he's the champion, and he's, like, avoiding, like, shots, like, strikes from, like, Leo Rush, why doesn't he just let him hit him? Because he retains the championship.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Like...
You win. You win the fucking... You retain your championship.
Yeah, like, I would have, like, taken the hit, like... you could say, well, Finn is just being a babyface. Like, I mean, I would just, especially too, like, shouldn't like Bobby Lashley be like mad at Leo Rush if he, is trying to hit the guy, because then he can't win the championship.
He just lost his opportunity.
Yeah. So, and by the way, what happened to normal rematches clauses? It's not Finn.
It's not a thing.
Because they talk about. I feel like they only talk about that storyline when they want to talk about it, and the one you use.
It only benefits them.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, Bobby Lash. I mean, I guess he pinned Finn Balor a couple of weeks ago on Raw, but like it was a 6-man tag team match. It wasn't like he beat him in a 1-on-1 match.
Yeah. This wasn't like a non-title match.
Yeah.
To where Bobby Lash would have to earn it. He was just given a rematch.
They should take that NXT model because, when Ricochet lost his North American Championship, he didn't get a rematch. He just moved on to Johnny Gargano recently didn't get a rematch for his title. He just moved on to something else. He just
moved on. Everyone just gotta move on.
Just like shit, I can't win the title. I guess I gotta go do something else now. And then the title he can't. Yeah, we'll get into that tomorrow.
This again, Bleacher Report is true. What was the point of Balor winning the title in the first place?
Exactly.
He only did so by pinning Rush, ate a beatdown last week.
Yeah.
That basically destroyed his momentum.
Yes.
What was the point of putting him in the first place?
Especially too, his title reign was exactly like the Bobby Roode, Chad Gable's like what he didn't even beat the champion to win the championship. Like
he pinned a person who was insignificant in the match.
Yeah. I didn't like any of this.
I thought it sucked.
Yeah.
I thought it was boring. Never thought I'd fucking say that about a Finn Balor match, no matter who's in the front.
No, I've said that before.
It's just insane. It's just insanely boring.
Yeah.
I
guess Finn Balor just goes back to normal. Like I feel like he's just gonna go back to doing what he was doing. Maybe sign a new contract. He's like, okay, you can't go anywhere now. Fucking lose the championship.
We tricked you.
Yeah. Because they did that to the Revival, technically.
Yeah. But the Revival is still champions, though.
Yeah, but they if it's not a title match, they're freaking jobbing out every left and right.
They still are jobbing out as champions.
Yeah. People gotta realize just because you win a championship doesn't mean you're gonna get used better. So.
Baron Corbin's interview. I totally fucking forgot what he said.
They play back that clip the night, the week after Roman left for his leukemia. He was talking trash about him, and he basically insinuates that he wishes Roman Reigns still had leukemia without saying it. Wishes he never came back. Talked about how he looked he's in worse shape than ever. The leukemia did damage to him, which didn't happen at all. Which is typically this is a promo you would cut if a wrestler's coming back from injury, but you don't cut this promo when someone comes back from cancer. So,
yeah, it's just they're trying to make it seem like Baron Corbin's tasteless.
Yeah, and then he says it's just Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin without the Shield, and I'm just kind of sitting here thinking yeah, guys, it's Roman Reigns versus the fucking big deal,
Fuck it.
Yeah. It's not the Shield can't come out ringside anyways.
I know they're not They're not estranged from each other.
Yeah, like, what if they're not the Shield? Do they have to like look at each other, pretend they don't know? We just go about their business, like.
Who are you again?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Oh,
I
wait,
didn't like
they're
any of
Shield
this, and
together.
I'm putting way too much thought into like these words. I think, but it's like
Just
that's essentially what he said. Like, the Shield can't hang out together if they're not the Shield. So what, can Evolution not hang out if they're not Evolution? Can Undisputed Era not hang out if they're not Undisputed Era?
They can't. They can't, according to Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Not possible.
Yeah.
Not
So I
possible.
didn't like this either.
I fucking hated it. Just as much as I hate Baron Corbin.
We tried to tell you, man. Me and John tried to tell you.
He's terrible.
We tried to. I remember you liked him back in.
I really liked it because his theme song.
Yeah, but we tried to tell you though. They tried to trick you with that theme song, and look what happened.
It tricked me.
I always ask this question, like, obviously this was before the Roman Reigns stuff happened. Like, why did Roman Reigns get more hate than Baron Corbin did? Baron Corbin was basically like what everyone thought Roman Reigns was. Like,
He's like a watered down Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but like he can't wrestle. He can't cut promos. Like this dude never was good. Like even in NXT, like his matches were like the worst matches ever. Well, not worse than Hogan versus Warrior at Halloween Havoc. Nothing's worse than that.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we're getting off track. But
yeah, like
screw you, Baron Corbin. Go back and try to play football again. So I don't, because then you have to see him more, and I don't have to see him.
Damn it.
See, think about it. He goes play football. You have to see him. Think about it. If he goes and plays football, though, you don't have to see him as much.
I hope I don't have to see him as much.
And like he won't be as like a big factor. He'll be like he'll just be another player in the field. So
he will be. But so Ronda Rousey comes out to address her actions from Fastlane.
Yes.
I don't remember what she said, nor do I care. But
it was a heel promo. She talked about like how the fans are booing her, but like if there was no barricade, she wouldn't do it to her face. Which wrestling fans are pretty crazy. You never really know what they're gonna do. So,
actually, kind of protection for her. So I don't know what the fuck she's trying to say.
Yeah, and then
hey there. Yeah, you're gonna tell me that if 17,000 people were to jump into the ring, you'd beat up all of them.
Yeah.
If 17,000 of those fans jumped into the ring, they'd fucking kill her.
Yeah, she probably get like some offense into like one of them or something, but
she would get killed.
Yeah.
That's 17,000 people.
I think she meant like one-on-one, but then she talks about how like Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair's a joke. And she wanted the triple threat match so she can just beat both of them. And she wants it to actually be a handicap match. So I have a feeling like the beginning portion of that triple threat match is going to be a handicap match now.
I hope it is.
And then like Ronda Rousey's going to like fight them off in the beginning or something. Which, is very stupid. Is like, I guess it's Ronda Rousey, but it's like, if like
Ronda Rousey eats the pin too. That'd be great.
That would be cool. And then, Dana Brooke comes out and talks about, how she never gets TV time and any of that. I will say the promo was, like, fine, but it's Dana Brooke doing this promo. And if it was, like, somebody like, Kofi Kingston now doing this promo, because, there's a reason why Dana Brooke never gets used. So,
yeah.
And then we clearly knew where this was heading. And Ronda Rousey beats the crap out of her and says, that she's not going to put the armbar in because you got to pay $60 for that. Unless you have the WWE Network, then you just pay $9.99 for that. So, free this month if you get a new subscription too. So,
or you could just do it because I can guarantee people in the front will pay more than fucking $60.
Yeah. So, this promo I actually liked, but I'm just being an asshole. So,
I just don't like Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, but I like this promo. I liked Ronda Rousey kicking ass, and I liked the heel thing. Just the problem, like we've talked about this before. The problem with this triple threat, I'm looking forward to the match, but the build-ups had way too many turns and stuff like that. Like
it's too convoluted.
Yeah, They clearly were just trying to bide their time until WrestleMania. Cause now I don't think there's gonna be any more like twists and turns now. Now that everyone's in the match that's supposed to be there, unless Nia Jax randomly gets inserted into the match.
Oh, God,
Which
no,
that's not gonna happen. So
no, please don't. Please save me from that.
but yeah, I like the segment. It was fun. It was good.
Next we had Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Gable and Rude, which again another really really good matchup.
It was too short though.
It was definitely too short, but like they found their niche.
Yeah.
In terms of like who to put Aleister Black and Ricochet against.
Yeah.
They're not facing like the B team every week.
Yeah.
They're facing like the champions. They're facing Gable and Rude, and they're putting on fucking awesome matches every week.
Even with like the time they get to, yeah.
Yeah. They're still putting on fucking incredible matches.
Yeah.
Black and Ricochet pick up the fall over Rude and Gable, but then after the match, the Revival come out and attack Ricochet and Aleister Black from behind.
Yeah. It was good. I like this
feud going on.
So I guess they're gonna do like which this is weird because are they gonna do the triple threat again, or are they gonna add another team to it? I really don't know like what they're setting up for here. I would just like to see Black and Ricochet versus the Revival and just give them like 15 minutes and they tear the house down at WrestleMania.
So we have a little bit of breaking news. A certain someone re-signed, AJ Styles.
Okay, so that one was
officially official. It's been rumored all day, but now it's official via AJ Styles on Twitter. He signed his contract.
Okay. Is it like the contract? I remember like before like does he have the Randy Orton contract now, or is he gonna
I don't know. It's just like he said on Twitter. This is the newest member of my family. He got a dog, and he said also I've signed a new contract with the WWE.
I'm kind of glad because now those rumors can be put to bed now. So
that's awesome.
What if he like didn't sign his name? He signed like What if he signed like Cody Rhodes' name?
Oh man, that'd be nuts.
Yeah. What if he signed like Kenny Omega's name?
If he just signed all of their names instead of his.
Yeah.
Well, you're contractually obligated now.
Yep.
But
what's your thoughts on the Raw Tag Team like title thing?
I liked it. I like with all their matches so far have been really good.
Yeah.
Like I thought that they would have a certain point where they'd be getting fucking absolutely buried, Aleister Black and Ricochet. But so far it's like
yeah, so
really
far
gel as a tag team, and they look very strong in their matches.
Yep.
They haven't lost yet technically. They haven't been they lost, but that was
they haven't been pinned yet. Yeah.
They haven't been pinned yet.
Yeah.
But I like
it. Yeah. I hope the momentum stays the same too.
I agree.
Which I think it will, because someone has to fill that like Dean Ambrose void when he's gone. So.
Yeah, if he leaves.
Yeah.
If he does. So a Moment of Bliss is next. Alexa comes out and basically she's going to announce the host for WrestleMania 35.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 35. And it's her. She's the host of WrestleMania 35.
I think I saw this coming a mile away, so
I did too. Right when I saw Moment of Bliss, I knew exactly what it was.
Yeah. I really didn't care for it, so
I didn't either.
They have to they love throwing these Moment of Bliss segments out there too, like.
Yeah, this one sucked though. This is probably one of the worst ones.
It wasn't interrupted or anything either, so.
Yeah.
Which is weird because there's been reports that like she's injured. She's like shot down those reports, but it clearly is true that she's injured because she would be like wrestling a match at WrestleMania, not the host at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So.
She's also had very few matches since the Rumble.
Yeah. So she's clearly hurt. She's either like gotten re-injured again, so. I guess all those matches, like, whereas Wild Woman's champion, like, took a toll on her body. So,
Yeah. And
um,
it sucks, but you know,
yeah,
it's better. At least she's doing something at WrestleMania.
probably nothing relevant. I don't
Yeah.
know though. When the New Day will host, they brought back the Hardy Boys. So,
Yeah. Braun Strowman is interviewed next. He's outside in the parking area, and outside the arena, and he's talking about Colin Jost, and all of a sudden a car pulls up, and it's an apology from Colin Jost, and he bought him a sports car.
yeah.
But the problem is, it's too small. Ha 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 ha! So funny! Wow, this is hilarious.
Didn't they try to like make it?
Funniest thing ever.
They tried to make like some sort of joke too, like don't tip this over like you did Vince McMahon's limo too.
Yeah.
Which don't like that. I feel like that just pissed him off even more. So.
Oh my god, this is just like, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just get it because he's too big. Oh my!
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
He's just too big for the car. So what does Braun do? He destroys it. That tin can that was masquerading as a car.
Yeah, I didn't really. The fact that like this is the direction they're going with Strowman at WrestleMania is just ridiculous.
Again, for the second straight year, he's going to be in a relevant segment.
Yeah.
For the second straight year.
I think he's dead. His character's beyond repair at this point now. So
he's just a comedy guy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at, here comes Braun Strowman and Colin Jost.
Yeah. We know what's happening at WrestleMania. He's gonna lay him out at WrestleMania, and then actually, once that segment happens, on whatever letter grade WrestleMania is, it's going down a letter grade. So I don't know, like, I guess so. Unless it's an F, I don't know how it can get any worse than that. So.
Oh, I know. Yeah. An F minus.
Yeah. Well, I don't think those won't exist. It's just F. So. We'll have to figure it out, but. Yeah. Like.
Just a horrible segment.
Yeah.
It wasn't even remotely funny.
No.
Besides my sarcasm, it wasn't even remotely funny.
No.
It was awful. It was downright awful.
Yeah.
And they already had that planned out ahead of time, by the way, because they already had the car and everything on shop.com.
I didn't hear that. Yeah.
Like a Braun Strowman action figure set, with the broken down car.
Like I had to they put it right on the shop 30 minutes after this too. So.
That was planned out.
Yeah.
Awful. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Yes.
But Elias's concert segments next as he returns home to Pittsburgh. For some reason, I hate when heels do this. When they come home, they start just making fun of their own home crowd. I don't understand this. I never did. It's like you're coming home and they're happy to see you, and you shit all over them.
They should take that Daniel Bryan approach where he was a face for that one night. So
yeah, it just didn't make any sense to me why he would dump all over his city.
Yeah,
but No Way Jose comes out to try to interrupt it. No Way Jose has fucking diarrhea like hair.
You ever seen? I haven't seen Walking Dead, but you ever seen look up Ken Ezekiel and tell me him and No Way Jose don't look alike without the green hair. You don't have to do it right now.
I was going to. I'll do it when you review SmackDown. I almost forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, he obliterates.
He just fucking destroys No Way Jose, who's fucking deader than dead.
Yeah. I think there was some type of they cut the segment early too, because then Elias asked for a mic, and then they just cut right to the announcers right afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did something afterwards or what, because he asked for a microphone, and then they cut to the Hall of Fame announcement, which we'll get into that, and I thought something was gonna happen, but then nothing happened. So
yeah,
I don't know.
He just destroys the fucking the conga line people.
Yeah.
the plants that were there.
Well, not all of them, but most of them.
Yeah, just a couple of them.
Yeah.
A couple of the local talent.
All the guys too, because unless
Yeah.
it's Lucha Underground, you can't be doing that. So.
I didn't really care for this. I thought this is a totally again like
Yeah.
it's starting to become like a nuisance in a way.
What? No
Like
way,
every time,
Jose or Elias?
like Elias like does a concert, it's either it gets interrupted 4,600 times,
Yeah.
or he just does it, and then it randomly cuts the commercial break afterwards. Like they
Yeah.
had to fucking like make up for time. Like at Fastlane, like that entire they had 3 different Elias segments.
Yeah.
Like it was
Exactly.
completely filler because they had AJ on it, they had Randy Orton on it. Like that was completely filler.
They're getting kind of stale because now he's done it. He's done it as a face, and now he's done it as a heel. So.
Yeah, I think the concept. I mean, it's a good way for him to get heat, but like I feel like it's getting a bit stale.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, he's talented enough where I enjoy it almost every time. But when you talk about it, it's just the same thing every week. So I don't
No,
know how you make it.
it
I don't know what you
always
really
gets
do.
interrupted.
I don't know what you do to really make it different. So maybe like have him actually finish a concert every week for a few weeks.
Yeah,
Or have him like just have
every
matches
couple of
one
weeks
week.
do it.
Huh?
Like do it like every couple of weeks,
Yeah.
not like every single day, but pretty much almost every day because he does it on the fucking live events too.
Yeah.
But the Hall of Fame announcement, which I forget what this was. This is Tori Wilson again, right?
No, this was Harlem Heat.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I gotta forget about that.
Any I don't have any memories of them except for that Hulk Hogan promo that Booker T cut.
Yeah.
Was he as Harlem Heat there?
Yeah.
I only know that one because I haven't really watched any of the stuff in WCW. But
Harlem Heat is arguably one of the best tag teams of all time.
yeah.
It catapulted Booker T to fucking stardom.
Yeah.
They were an amazing tag team in WCW. I highly, if you've not seen anything from Harlem Heat, which you probably should by now at least know something that along that realm. Just an awesome tag team. One of the best, if not the best, WCW tag teams ever in the history of WCW.
Yeah. You know what I didn't like about this though? They're like joking around about like Booker T being like a 2-time Hall of Famer when you have like Tori Wilson going in who doesn't even deserve to be in.
Oh,
like,
no. And it's crazy too because, as we know, Booker T has been basically a WWE guy for the past almost 19 years.
well, not 19 years.
For the last 19 years, he's basically been a WWE guy. Besides a stint in TNA that he had, he's basically been a WWE guy.
Yeah.
For the past 19 years. It was like what, a 3-year, 4-year stint in TNA.
Yeah, he left in 2007 and came back in 2011.
Yeah. But he's basically been a WWE guy. But
yeah.
His brother, Stevie Ray, has never been in WWE. He never went to WWE.
Well, I'll just say this. The reason why they can do this is because since WWE bought out WCW and ECW, they can do this type of stuff because they own the library. So
yeah.
If that's where you're going, like, why is Stevie Ray in?
No, I was just saying like that he was the only guy he's pretty much been the only one in the Hall of Fame who's never competed in WWE.
Yeah.
I think the Rock and Roll Express, I think, did.
I think once, yeah.
Like in the late 90s. But like he was strictly a WCW guy.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this out of order, but fuck do the fucking Lazy Evans thing again. I don't care. Because it was like Elias did his thing, and then Lacey Evans came out, I think he did his intro, and then Lacey Evans came out.
So if you like walked away from Raw for a while, you wouldn't have missed like shit really.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Like up
have.
until like Moment of Bliss until like Lacey Evans segment.
Yeah.
Like if you like went took a nap, rolled in the mud, jumped off a bridge, you didn't miss nothing. Well, don't jump off a bridge because then you miss a lot. So
You've missed quite a lot.
yeah, you miss more than this. So yeah. Why don't we move on? Because I just got really dark.
Natalya versus Nia Jax is next.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nia Jax had Tamina in her corner.
Yeah.
And Natalya had one of her best friends in her corner in Beth Phoenix. The returning Beth Phoenix, I should say.
I don't think she got like a reaction. Did she even get a reaction?
I don't think she got a reaction, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Because she competed kind of in this era.
Yeah.
A little bit before this era, but still kind of in this era. Match never gets started, really.
It was back to like the old 2-minute matches again.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Maybe because Beth Phoenix was coming back, they wanted to like bring it back to her era. So
Tamina attempts to interfere, but then Beth Phoenix gets in and just like they just start fucking brawling.
yes.
And the babyface stood tall.
Yes.
To close out this not match, but more of a segment. But Nia Jax wins by DQ for no one.
This was just there for me, and you know me, I don't like matches that are just there. I like, Beth Phoenix theme there. Oh, and then you forgot they do like a random like backstage brawl with Boston Hug Connection out of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
so.
that too. Yeah, that was just there also too.
Oh, what if anyone gets like afraid to get into a brawl with Nia Jax now?
So this is okay. So this is the Batista thing, right? Where him and Triple H where.
Well, he arrives first. I thought something was gonna happen, but nothing happened.
Nothing happened. He just arrives with his protection.
I did like him coming out with his protection, and then like he looks at like the destroyed car of like Braun Strowman and just laughs at it. Like,
what's the girl up interview? I don't.
I don't even need it. They just because it's Women's Month or whatever, and they're doing stuff for it. So
okay, I forgot with that, but
they're probably just gonna do this. They're probably just gonna do that every week and just list off random people that brought like change to it that like they think did.
Yeah.
I bet like that kid had no idea who any of those people were.
Probably.
I bet she was reading off a teleprompter.
But anyways, so Batista and Triple H just face off. Basically the reason why any of us were really watching the show this week was the Batista and Triple H face off. We were all very, very intrigued.
This is why I was watching the show this week.
Yeah. But Batista, Triple H comes out first, which I'm surprised he came out to his King of Kings theme, because usually when he's like in a serious mode, he usually comes out to his wrestling theme song.
Especially too if he's like in his
Yeah, he wasn't in a suit or anything. He was in like his street clothes.
Yeah.
Which was weird, but Batista comes out and takes about 47 minutes just to get to the top of the ramp. It felt like a fucking eternity.
Yeah.
For the guys to come out. It took the fucking security. It took about fucking 2 minutes to fucking walk out of the curtain.
Yeah.
So Batista gets to the ramp and just stands there.
Yeah.
Triple H makes this segment in general, I'm just gonna say, was really bad.
Yeah.
But the Triple H had the line of the night when he was throwing jabs back at Batista and his security, calling them the guardians of the independent scene, which made me fucking laugh hysterically.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was the only thing that was really good about this promo. This face-off between Batista and Triple H. Batista just kept saying over and over again, give me what I want, 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 give me what I want. and Triple H really came off as like the aggressor here in terms of like his promo was way better. And he just wants to beat the shit out of Batista. Clearly, Triple H here is the babyface. Clear as fucking day.
Well, it's really weird though. Batista is asking for like, you know, what he wants, and Triple H like, nah, I'm not giving you what you want. Like, I don't know.
And then he just gave him what he wanted anyway.
Yeah. No, it's bad too.
It's just a really.
And then Batista like announces this is gonna be his last match at WrestleMania, and he's gonna end it on his terms, and he's gonna end Triple H's career on his terms. So
Triple H is winning, essentially.
Yeah. He just pretty much told us that, yeah. And it's no holds barred. I always said that, but
I wonder how boring this match is gonna be.
And it kind of sucks because like these segments really can't be bad anyways because the match
this week.
Huh?
It'd probably be better this week with just Triple H, honestly.
Yeah, Batista did not have a stellar performance here. So, and then what made this segment like, you know, suck even worse was the fact that you know, Batista and Triple H's feuds pretty much, you know, it's pretty much pleasing the casual fans, but if you were a casual fan, you wouldn't have even known what they were talking about, like with the whole "give me what I want" thing, because casual fans don't read any of the wrestling news sites or any of that. So how would they have known, like, you know, this feud's not even for the casual fans; it's for like the hardcore fans. But yet, it's the casual fans that this is going to appease to, because I don't care about this, honestly.
And I mean, I didn't know what he wanted at first. Because he gets to give me what I want. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? Like, what match do you want?
Yeah.
Like, he just kept saying, give me what I want. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, give me what you want. What do you want? You're not being specific. Like, do you want a match? Do you want to fight? Like, what do you want?
I mean, I knew what he wanted because of the reports, but
obviously, like, I knew, like, it was obvious they're gonna have a match at WrestleMania, but like, even going back to SmackDown 1000.
And he even talks about how, like, you know, Triple H has been like holding him down when that's really not true. If, you know, Triple H was holding him down, he would be like the Randy Orton path of like 2004, 2005. Like, you realize how good Batista had it, like, after that? Like, he got to go over Triple H 3 times and clean in the middle of the ring. Randy Orton could have, like, dreamed of having that.
But Batista also got away from Triple H, too, and become a star on his own.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, Triple H, if he had really wanted to, Triple H would have been going over in that match at WrestleMania 21.
Definitely, for sure.
I feel like, too, like, I'm not, like, pleased about, like, this was not one of Batista. I feel like I was disappointed because it's like, this is supposed to be, like, heel Batista, and heel Batista is, like, supposed to be awesome. Here, he was not awesome, so.
I know, he was just, like.
Yeah.
It just came off as, like, he doesn't know how to do mic work anymore.
Yeah, which is weird because he's like an actor now and stuff.
Yeah, it came off very like nervous.
Yeah,
and like scatterbrained, which is weird. Kind of like how it was at SmackDown 1000, in terms of like
He was better, I thought, at SmackDown 1000 though.
Yeah, but you could tell he was like.
Yeah.
He was really nervous, and that kind of came off like that too. Also,
I think it was John that told us that he had like doesn't he have like nervous issues and stuff, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's always had it.
Yeah.
But like, you've been doing this for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these, like Triple H doesn't pick up the mic every week and talk. Like we didn't.
Well,
we didn't see him for a long time at one point. And he came back and it was almost completely natural.
Am I the only one, too, like, that wonders how big Triple H is? Because we know Triple H is on steroids this time of year, probably. So you can deny it all you want, but I'm just saying he always looks a bit bigger during WrestleMania time. So
he gets that extra pump in.
Yeah. I wonder if he did. He probably definitely extra took him, too, because he had that pectoral injury and stuff, too. So.
Oh, no, yeah. He's going to be looking extra jerked.
I wonder how. Yeah.
He's gonna be hitting those machines.
Yeah.
So Kurt Angle comes out next to address his future, and as expected, with the reports coming out over the past few days before Raw, that they were phasing Kurt Angle out of a wrestling role.
Yeah.
Which was obvious.
Yeah.
But it was his last match in his hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and his final match is going to be at WrestleMania 35 against a mystery opponent.
Which it kind of sucks, like, we're finding out about this now, because we could have gotten, like, months of storyline out of this.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, he hasn't really gone out, like, in a good... I know, like, typically, like, the old wrestlers put people over, but he went out as, like, a joke, this last one. He lost, like, every match he was in and, like, didn't look like a star at all, like...
Yeah.
But, yeah, I thought it was a hell of a promo.
Yeah. I forgot to mention this, too, also. Apollo Crews. Kurt Angle had a match next after this promo.
Yeah.
And it was against Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
One of Apollo's idols is Kurt Angle. He looks up to Kurt Angle. He respects Kurt Angle. Kurt got the win. And afterwards, they show a sign of respect for each other, which is nice.
Yeah. They even did like a segment on like WWE.com where Kurt Angle like high-fived all the fans and stuff. So
yeah,
I like this. It was a feel-good moment. Tonight we're gonna find out Kurt Angle's like WrestleMania opponent. I'm assuming it's gonna be John Cena because this is a way that John Cena can get into the show because you know, because of Cena's schedule.
We're getting down to 3 weeks here too, so
yeah. I mean, this is an easy storyline John Cena can get involved in because it's more about Kurt Angle than it is about him. So
yeah,
because you know you need like a storyline where a guy could you know carry the feud the whole way, and I think it was either this one, Samoa Joe because he's so great on the mic, or Drew McIntyre because he took out John Cena. But McIntyre we would see later on in the show has other plans. I really wanted it to be Joe because I really don't want to see. I mean, while it'd be a feel-good moment, I just don't think I feel like Kurt Angle could have a better match with someone younger because they can be, you know, it would just benefit the young talent and, you know, 2 old guys. We already have 2 old guys going at it, like in one of the matches. 2 old guys going at it in another match. It keeps like someone like, you know, and then like a young guy that's probably going to be like demoted to like the kickoff with like the Andre the Giant Battle Royal that could get a bigger shine. So
I saw that. It was an interesting, but Shelton Benjamin too is the name that I heard.
Yeah, and obviously too, when we do our predictions, we can discuss whether or not Kurt Angle should go over because it depends on who he faces. Because if he faces a young guy, then he probably
the younger guy should go over.
Yeah, but if he faces like someone like, even though Cena's like young, Cena's gonna be gone anyways after WrestleMania, so you know,
like Shelton or Cena or Joe, like. I don't think really they need any of the rubs or anything like that.
Well, Joe needs it actually.
Yeah, Joe.
He's gonna be around a long time, so.
Yeah.
Imagine I say that now. Imagine Samoa Joe just like right now on Instagram said, "Yep, done. Bye, quit." Just right when I say that, this tweet comes up that says Samoa Joe released from WWE.
Samoa Joe with a quick, you have to buy.
Just because I said, and then I'm like, I was just kidding, and then he just says, "Oh, okay, I'm still staying here."
I'm not done. Bye.
Anyhow, continue.
So, the next match, the overly hyped match of the show, was Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin. This is Roman Reigns' first singles match on Monday Night Raw since the week before he left for treatment. Yeah.
I don't think it. I don't think so because it was like a Shield match. So.
What like? Yeah. I don't even know when his last singles match. Probably it was around that time period though.
Yeah.
But before the match could even get started, Drew McIntyre jumps Roman Reigns from behind.
I didn't expect it because that was I was looking down at my phone for like a second to like respond to like messages, and then he just came up out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. Um, he just pulverizes Roman Reigns.
yeah,
Just beat the absolute crap out of him on the inside of the ring and the outside of the ring. Hits him with two Claymore kicks. One of them was on the outside. The last one was on the outside where Roman's head hit off the LED board.
which is supposed to be
And
the. Oh, I know, yeah, the LED board, yeah, because I was gonna say the post, but no, it was the
yeah,
LED board.
And Drew McIntyre, you know, we're happy with his handiwork, leaves.
Yeah,
Out comes Seth. Seth comes out next, and he, is in a hurry to get down there to check on his Shield brother. And Roman's
it's not the Shield, but buddy, it's not the Shield because remember, it's only they had a farewell. So this is when they're in their normal attire, just regular old Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
But he comes out to check on him. Roman's rejecting the treatment.
Yeah.
He at one point, Roman was on the barricade, and Seth was like, "Come on, Roman, let's just go to the back. Let's get checked out. Make sure you're okay." And Roman goes, "No, it's okay. I'm fine. I just have a little headache," which I think they'll play into this week, which tonight for us on Raw.
Yeah.
And as they walk to the back with Seth as assistant in the back, and Dean shows up, and they walk Roman to the trainer's room to get him checked out. Roman's refusing, but he's going anyway. And Dean's just like, "Just get checked out, man. Come on." And he keeps like, this is like the Dean Ambrose that like I missed.
Yeah.
Like he's the entire time he's like, "Drew's a coward. He's a coward." Like he's pissed off to no end. And so they go into the trainer's room, and Dean goes over. He sees Triple H, and Triple H just quickly asks him how Roman's doing, and Dean completely just blows it off.
Yeah.
And he says that he wants to fight Drew McIntyre in a basically no holds barred match. Falls count anywhere, no disqualification, no count out, nothing. No holds barred match in the main event, which was up and coming.
He didn't say the main event, but it basically was the main event.
Yeah, it's basically what it was because it was fucking 10, almost 40 at this point.
Well, of Raw, anyways, not the show.
Yeah.
But you wanted to have the match on main event. You wouldn't be watching it.
Nope. Oh, that's for sure. What's your thoughts on it?
Awesome stuff. I was especially happy because that meant we weren't going to see Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin at WrestleMania. I thought Drew McIntyre just looked like a savage out here. He looked like a star. And I loved which is very ironic because they've always done this with Roman Reigns, where they try to build a sympathy storyline and it didn't work, but now it works because of what he's coming back from and stuff. Like,
it's like he comes back from this illness.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's gonna get sympathy now, regardless.
Yeah, but I think like they're not pushing him like right away towards the moon like Universal Champion. They're actually having him look vulnerable in the starts.
Yeah, I like that. Show a little bit of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Make people still like him.
Yeah. Because I think right now, because right now they have a chance to finally get this guy. I mean, obviously you could say the leukemia did it, but like if he comes back and is Universal Champion like tomorrow, like he'll get booed. Like I don't think like as heavily, but he'll start getting booed again. So.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
It was split this week more than it's ever been split before.
Yeah, but
it was more cheers than boos, but they were boos.
There was definitely boos though when he got attacked by McIntyre and stuff too. So
yeah, so they're doing a good job of like building up the sympathy for him.
But obviously we don't. I feel like hopefully this lasts, because we know good things in this company sometimes don't last long. Yeah. So
I mean, usually if this was before, they'd be cheering and telling McIntyre to do it one more time.
Yeah.
But he actually got legitimate sympathy, which is a fucking shock.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a surprise, considering the fact of how ruthless this fan base can be.
Yeah.
But so the main event happens. The No Holds Barred match basically starts after the commercial break, and this match is just hellacious.
I don't think it went. I don't think it went into the win once either.
No, besides the beginning, no.
Yeah.
Like they brawled everywhere.
Yeah.
And you could see it like at the very onset of the match. Dean Ambrose is pissed.
Yeah.
He was beyond pissed.
You know what? The only thing I'm pissed about this match though is they cut the commercial like probably at the best parts like of this match, like when they went to the concession area and everything.
I know we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
if like that's like one of those moments like if you were there, like I was even thinking about this too. Like it must suck to watch this type of match when you're like there live because you have to watch the screen a lot and stuff doing this stuff. So
yeah, especially when they go into the concessions area and whatnot.
Like you have to like chase up the which I have a feeling that probably like that probably really wasn't like the concessions area because well actually maybe it was because they typically close it down so they're like just destroy our concessions area, it saves us having to clean it up. Just tear it down.
Just tear it the fuck down.
I wonder if people like grab free T-shirts like on the way out too. I bet the people that got those free T-shirts gave this match 5 stars. Maybe 20.
That'd be great if they just had rated the broken down concession stand.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is just an absolute back and forth match. You know, Dean takes control for a good portion of this match.
Yeah.
But McIntyre gets control towards the end of this match, and they brawled up all the way from the backside by where the timekeeper area was, all the way to the announcer's table. And they do the table spot when Dean's trying to put him through it, but he's mounted on top of him, trying to just beat the shit out of him. And Drew grabs like a pen or a pencil and just stabs Dean right in the eye.
Yeah.
That was fucking brutal. That was disgusting. And he picks him up in a scoop slam type predicament, rams him head and throws him like a lawn dart into the LED board twice. And Ambrose just kept on getting back up, and at one point he puts his head and arm in the railing, and he Claymore kicks Dean, and the railing comes off.
That was brutal too.
That was brutal as fuck. And he pins Ambrose, like almost on the steps almost.
This falls kind of clear.
McIntyre wins.
Yeah. No countouts in this match, like in WCW. Nope. So.
But post match, as they're fading to black, Ambrose wants more. Ambrose wants to fight still. Showing that he's got that sympathy factor going well for him right now.
Yeah.
And as they fade to black, McIntyre connects again with another Claymore kick. As his wife is concerned, as is Michael Cole and Corey Graves are all concerned for Dean Ambrose's health. And
that's how it gets when the heel commentator is concerned, you get concerned. So.
Oh yeah. This match was awesome.
Yeah.
This is a great matchup. I know I didn't go over a whole lot of it, and just mainly the beginning part and the end. Just watch it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those like matches that's like, don't watch it on WWE's YouTube page. She's only show fucking 2 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Go onto an actual site and watch this match fully.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's really fucking good.
Watch this like whole segment too, like up from when Roman makes his entrance until this match is over, because it made Raw a better show overall.
Oh yeah, definitely picked up towards like the end of the show.
Yeah, Because I would say I loved it, though. I thought McIntyre looked like an absolute monster here, which is awesome because I think he's getting a big push after WrestleMania. I think he was supposed to get it, around Mania time, but obviously, like Seth is in the main event right now. I think they got to get, like I said, they got to get the title off Brock, but I don't even know if Seth is winning at WrestleMania now, honestly. So,
yeah,
because never count out Brock Lesnar. I'm not, because last year we thought, okay, Roman Reigns is winning. What happened last year? So just saying. Because they have another Saudi show coming up too. Think about that. So
yeah.
And Roman's back too. So I have a feeling plans may change. Which obviously I will say this: when they do the Saudi show, I'm going to be inactive because I'm not watching the build up to the show or the show itself. After the Superstar Shakeup, I'll be taking a couple weeks off, and you and Noah can handle this show for a couple weeks. But that's but yeah, that was I loved it. I loved the pencil spot. I loved just McIntyre being ruthless. And I did read online that if Ambrose is leaving, this was the way to write him off the show. Which obviously makes sense. So we don't know if he is leaving or not. I keep hearing more things that he is leaving.
Yeah, I heard after last Monday, there's been no change.
Yeah, so which it's going to be awesome. Like if the night after WrestleMania he returns, that's like the perfect place to put him back because no one will expect it. But then again, I feel like you got to wait till like after supposedly like his contract like runs out and stuff. Which obviously too they're gonna be stupid and the news sites are gonna say he signed a new contract, so it won't be that big a deal. But hopefully they like keep that quiet. But that was Raw. I'll do my letter grade. It was an average show, honestly. I'm gonna give it a C-. The only thing that like saved this show was this like last bit with like Roman Reigns and stuff. I like the Kurt Angle stuff. I liked the Wanda stuff, and I liked the opening stuff. But really, this show would have been like had a lot of bad stuff, like a lot, like literally like if you from like the like Elias segment. No, there's like something that's. Let me go in my notes. From the moment of bliss up until like the Batista segment's all trash. So I think like if an hour of the show was trash and like it's basically an average show. So I mean like really like just talking about this show, I was gonna just give it a D+, but then we just talked about that. It's up to C-. What do you give it for a letter grade?
I give it a C.
Okay.
Based upon just like the face-off, I know we kind of crapped on the face-off, but it was still pretty good for the most part.
I guess, yeah.
The face-off and the Shield segments I really liked.
Yeah.
Including like the main event was awesome.
Yes.
It definitely like picked up as the show came to a close.
Yeah.
It started to pick up like in the 10 o'clock hour.
This show is more of an example of why Raw needs to go back to 2 hours. So,
yeah.
Because then I feel like that's like all. I know people say like time doesn't. I feel like that's actually hurt in Raw is that it's 3 hours. Because if Raw was 2 hours every week, because when a Raw is bad, you have to remember like it's 3. Sometimes I look at the clock and it's like 9:30. I'm like, oh, there's still like an hour and a half left. Because like if SmackDown's bad, at least it's 2 hours and then that's it. So
yeah,
if this is never gonna happen. But if 205 Live NXT UK regular NXT was bad, it's only an hour out of your life. What sucks about Raw is it's like 3 hours out of your life you can't ever get back. So
yeah,
but that's that. Let's talk about SmackDown because it's a better show again. I don't think SmackDown's like ever gonna be worse than Raw. Well, maybe the night after WrestleMania, but we don't know. Because SmackDown was like really good this week, as it always is. It took place on March 12th, 2019. I have February 12th, 2019 in my nose. That's not right at all. So I'm a month off. We had Corey Graves, Tom Phillips, and Byron Saxton on commentary, which may change by, when it goes to Fox. And then we had the beginning where Shane McMahon addressed his attack on The Miz, where he explained why he attacked The Miz, which kind of didn't do that. He basically said he turned heel because he was sick of people constantly asking him for things, which I guess does tie into The Miz, but, why did you wait, this amount of time to attack the guy? Clearly something, pissed him off, right in the moment. So he talked about how, and I even like he's using the best in the world thing now.
That was supposed to do, months ago.
Yeah. He even had, Greg Hamilton, force him to announce it 3 times and stuff.
What is this?
And he orders The Miz, demands The Miz wrestle him in a match at WrestleMania, which, because Shane McMahon made the match, it's official. So I thought this was pretty cool. I like the promo. It was good, but I feel like where the promo lacked is it really didn't explain enough why he specifically attacked The Miz. It just explained his heel turn. So I liked it, but what did you think of it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
They did a very good job of getting Shane over as a heel.
Definitely, yeah. It makes me question too who's gonna go over at Mania, because I actually could see Shane winning because he just turned heel. So, but then again, I think if the feud's gonna be over at Mania, Miz should win because he'll get more out of it. So, and then they could still do stuff because the Miz can still win, and Shane could just stack the decks against the Miz every week. So
he could,
which I think is gonna be what the storyline will be. This is why it sucks Fastlane was in between, because they could do so many storylines right now where Miz, where Shane McMahon, Shane could have turned a couple of weeks ago, and then Shane could just continuously have Miz go in handicap matches and stuff. And I like Shane being a heel because it's something new, because we haven't seen him be a heel since 2007. So
yeah, it's been a long fucking time.
Yeah, because he left as a babyface, and then he came back as
another re-signing.
Yeah.
Sin Cara.
I guess he's getting a big push again then.
3 more years for him.
Once he comes back, he'll get a big push. Because then he resigned not that long ago, and he got a big push, and then he lost his push. And
it was before Survivor Series 2017.
Yeah.
Because he was in a feud with Baron Corbin.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
That's all the talk about that.
Then we had an 8-man tag team match. It was Aleister Black, Ricochet, and the Hardy Boys versus The Bar, Rusev, and Shinsuke Nakamura with Lana inside. Ricochet didn't get an entrance this time. I feel like it was just close more of time than anything else. But that's just kind of weird, that he didn't get an entrance because his entrance is just so awesome. So,
yeah.
But yeah, the heel team got no entrances at all, so I kind of assumed they were losing, which kind of didn't really happen. But this was a good 8-man tag team match. Definitely check it out. The heels get the heat on Ricochet for a while, and then they get the hot tag, and Jeff Hardy's about to win with the twist of fate into the Swanton Bomb. But then the heels break it up, and it leads to a big brawl, and then the New Day run out. And this made sense because they'd had, a pass at Fastlane with the Bow and Rusev and Nakamura. So they beat them up and laid out, I believe it was either Sheamus or, it was probably Cesaro and Rusev knowing this company, actually. They probably laid one of them out. I liked it. I didn't really like the fact that, this match went, 2 commercial breaks and there was no finish. And it kind of, didn't really make Aleister Black and Ricochet look that strong. I think the face team should have won, and then this happened. But other than that, it was fine. So, what did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah,
it was a nice opening match. I liked the New Day coming out and beating the shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
It justified their actions.
Yes.
A little bit, because they were pissed off at what happened at Fastlane.
Yeah.
Kofi got screwed out of a chance at the WWE Championship. So I like it.
And then it's supposed to say the Usos backstage, but I wrote the Usos because I didn't even know.
Because.
Yeah, the Usos because they cut a promo on all the tag teams on SmackDown. Because they're probably going to wrestle one of the tag teams on SmackDown. I hope it's the Hardys. I hope they don't do like a stupid multi-man match. It should just be Usos versus the Hardys, and then they go tear the house down. Not on the kickoff. Don't you dare put that match on the kickoff.
Oh my god.
Because you can say, well, it's the Hardys. They're not going to put them on the kickoff. Remember SummerSlam 2017, Chris? They were on the kickoff, and there was like nobody in the crowd. So
they're going on that kickoff,
which is tough. Like, oh, here's the matches that should be on the kickoff. If they're doing it, Andre the Giant Battle Royal, SmackDown Women's Title match, because that match isn't going to matter anyways. Like, you could say, well, it's Asuka on the kickoff. Her match ain't mattering, so just put that match on the kickoff. And I'm like trying to think of like another match they're setting up to on like that could go on the kickoff. Not the cruiserweight. They're not going on the kickoff.
Yeah, put that right. That's where they belong.
You're just trying to piss Noah off, so we're gonna be good to Noah and not
right
put the.
There, this is where they belong.
I have to wait to see like the whole card because right now no match. Because I don't want the Raw Tag Team title match on the kickoff. But they can't put the Women's Tag Team title match on the kickoff because that won't look good for those belts, even though the belts have been booked to crap anyway so far. What a coincidence. Everybody wanted those Women's Tag Team Championships. And if you think about it, anytime you see the Women's Tag Team titles, it's like the Divas division of all, where they just have 2-minute matches that mean nothing. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't even think they're gonna do that Women's Battle Royal because that was awesome. But then they did it. Just put like Lacey Evans versus like Natalya on the kickoff, so that way we can. And
no, the cruiserweights.
All right, no, not the cruiserweights. You want Cedric on the kickoff?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so then let's talk about
actually, I don't want him on the kickoff. I want him in the main event at WrestleMania.
That's not going to happen. Can you imagine? I wonder what Noah would do. I wonder what Noah would do if the Cruiserweight's main event in WrestleMania. I don't think we would see Noah ever again.
Yeah, I think he'd come in his pants.
I feel like we have to ask him that tomorrow.
We will. I'm going to.
Are you gonna pull? Wait, we can't say anything because he watches the show every week. So. I'm
gonna ask him anyway.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the best thing of all of WWE television. Well, up until NXT this week, the Randy Orton promo. That was awesome. Randy Orton's awesome. I love his character. I love everything about him right now.
You just love him.
Yeah. So he comes out and he's like, "So when was this the house that AJ Styles built? Because SmackDown's been around longer than AJ Styles," which was very true. He talks about how while AJ Styles was wrestling in bingo halls and winning, putting on star-making matches, he was pretty much becoming a star in WWE, becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion. I don't remember who he beat, so I couldn't tell you. You remember who Randy Orton beat to win his first world title? I don't remember.
I just found it.
Yeah. And he also talks about, how he was tearing it up in OVW. He was wrestling at WrestleMania's main event in WrestleMania. While AJ Styles I even like the comment where he talked about how he was getting tans with Dixie Carter. And Dixie Carter tweeted something about it afterwards too, which was funny. So then AJ Styles comes out and says that, and they just go back and forth. This is a feud right here for the hardcore fans. If you haven't seen this promo, go watch it. AJ Styles talks about how where he's been, Randy Orton wouldn't fare well. He wouldn't fare well like in New Japan, ROH, and any other. I think he's been to Dragon Gate USA, probably not, but I'm just throwing it out there. I think PWG. Randy Orton wouldn't fare well there. The poses and the rip-off diamond cutter wouldn't get over in the Indies, which
Oh yeah.
I remember we had like the same debate on our very chat at one point where whether or not Randy Orton would fail in the Indies. Well, he even like mocked his pose, and I even like how like Randy Orton said, "Well, I'm not the only one that's stolen stuff," and he does the whole click symbol, which was awesome. And Randy Orton talks about how he made it to the main event all by himself, and then AJ Styles lists off all like the tag teams and factions that Randy Orton's ever been a part of, and basically helped him win a title, and then we just kick him out of the faction and just leave the faction. Because he did that at WrestleMania 33. Basically, he just used that faction to help him get to the main event of WrestleMania, and then he burned down the house and everything. So, but I wonder if that was AJ Styles' house he burnt down.
It could be.
Yeah. So then, Randy Orton says that you just rented SmackDown, and I'm the rent keeper or whatever he called himself. And he said rent is due. And AJ Styles said that he's going to pay his rent at WrestleMania. So he didn't really. I guess the match was official, but AJ Styles really wasn't specific. Maybe he actually was going to pay his rent at WrestleMania and just give Randy Orton money, But I guess they made a match. And I want this match to be like AJ Styles is going to pay Randy Orton money if he loses this match because Randy Orton needs his money, man. So that was awesome. I kind of wish afterwards, instead of Randy Orton walking away, I really want a segment to happen where Randy Orton goes for the handshake and AJ Styles just says, "I don't trust shaking your hand right now." That needs to happen someday. But
it does need to happen.
This segment was awesome. Absolute fire. Not literal fire, but figuratively fire. So I loved it. Great segment. What do you think?
I thought it was great. I thought that it definitely popped a lot of people. It was awesome. It was a great segment.
I can't wait to see this match at WrestleMania. I don't know what match I'm looking forward to the most at WrestleMania. This or the triple threat. The storyline here is better than the triple threat by 10 millions right now. So this was great, and keep doing what you're doing. Watch, now that I say that, they're just gonna imagine every segment after this just absolutely sucks. They have 15-second matches where Randy Orton loses by kicking too much ass, and then AJ Styles loses for kicking too much ass, and then at WrestleMania they just take a nap and stuff. I don't know, but great segment. I don't want to give WWE any ideas, so. All right, and then it cut to a bad segment. Asuka versus Sonya Deville with Mandy Rose ringside. They just basically redid the finish at Fastlane, except was supposed to wonder whether or not Mandy Rose tripped her on purpose, and Asuka tapped her out to the Asuka lock. And what a way to showcase those women tag team titles. You just bring them in and you're gonna break up a tag team. Great idea. So because they have no teams on SmackDown, let's just break up a team on SmackDown. So great idea.
You better.
I didn't like any of this. Asuka feels so. I mean, Asuka is just so irrelevant right now. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It feels like the WWE has a fascination with putting championships on Japanese people and then just doing nothing with them, because they did that with Nakamura with the U.S. title. They're doing that now with the Asuka with the SmackDown Women's title. So, everyone thinks Io Shirai is gonna be this big star on the main roster. There's no way they can mess her up. I remember What Culture made a video about that. It's have you seen Asuka on the main roster? Io Shirai ain't getting nothing. So, all of this sucked on all sorts of levels. Then the Iconics do a promo challenging Boss and Hug Connection to come to SmackDown and defend those women's tag team titles. So probably setting up a 4-way match. I prefer with Beth Phoenix and Natalya, Samoan Slaughterhouse, Boss and Hug Connection, and the Iconics. Which instead of Beth Phoenix and Natalya, I would prefer an NXT tag team, so that way we could have all 3 brands in there. But Beth Phoenix was just nah, I'm going in that match. I need money. So.
Nah. I gotta get up here.
But whatever. What do you think of the Iconics promo?
I thought it was bad.
Okay. I won't really go into any. We'll just move on. The man WrestleMania bound. Becky Lynch said that she played Ronda Rousey and made her attack her to get her the WrestleMania match, which was kind of a heel promo in a way. She's supposed to be this big baby face. And then Charlotte Flair comes out, they just talk. I believe this was just nothing. It's just they're just trying to fill time to get to WrestleMania. I'm not really gonna break it down, and it's not worth it. So it was fine, but it was just it's every Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch like promo we've seen the past month. So
Yeah.
Is it me or does like Becky Lynch not feel like she's like as over as she once was?
I think she's still over.
It feels like though it's going like she doesn't like everyone like loved Becky Lynch and like it feels like all of like I feel like just like her I feel like she's not as over as like she was in January.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because like they had her like get suspended and then she like looked like a fool at Fastlane. Maybe because Kofi Kingston now is so over, they're like kind of all that Becky Lynch like love affairs going over to him right now. So
could be,
but whatever. Then Caleb Braxton's backstage and the new Daniel Bryan, not the new Daniel Bryan, the new one.
The nude one?
Nope, the new one. And Rowan come out, and apparently the new Daniel Bryan tried to give his thoughts about what he thought about Kofi Kingston getting a title match and being put in a triple threat match out of nowhere at Fastlane. And I guess Vince McMahon didn't like that he said that because he put him and Rowan in a tag team match with Kevin Owens and Mustafa Ali. So I guess that conversation didn't go very well. So
yeah.
I kind of wish we had saw it, but I guess we weren't allowed. So then we had 2 tag team matches in a row. So great stuff. It was R-Truth and Rey Mysterio with Carmelo inside versus Samoa Joe and Andrade with Selena Vega inside. It was a good tag team match, which is weird because like we were supposed to get Joe versus Truth for the U.S. title, and then they just changed it last minute. I guess I was fine with it because, like I said, what did R-Truth do to earn that title match? So maybe Vince was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this title match. Let's just change it around. I wonder if he's going to do that at WrestleMania. I kind of hope he does that at WrestleMania this year. Like, the triple threat match is supposed to happen. He's like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. Let's just do a tag team match at WrestleMania.
Nah.
Yeah. Vince McMahon actually could do the Naz as much as he wants. So, like the main event of WrestleMania, like the main event could be the triple threat, and he's just going to be like, yeah, nah, let's just do a different main event of WrestleMania. Nah. Good tag match. Rey Mysterio gets the win on Joe with a roll-up, so that makes me think they're going to do either a multi-man match, which, Samoa Joe shouldn't be in a multi-man match, or Joe versus Mysterio at WrestleMania, which I like to see Joe versus Mysterio because I don't think we've seen that match before. So, anywhere, because by the time Joe left TNA, he went right to WWE pretty much, and Mysterio and Joe never been like in the same building up until this recent WWE run. So
yeah,
I want to see Joe versus Mysterio for the U.S. title, not on the kickoff. Don't you dare put that match on the kickoff.
That's where it belongs, like every match.
You think every match belongs on the kick? You think the Universal title match belongs on the kickoff?
Everything belongs on the kickoff.
What are we gonna have like a 30-second main show and everything else is the kickoff?
Everything's on the main show, from top to bottom.
You mean the kickoff? You said the main show.
Everything on the main show goes in the kickoff.
That's a 30. Every match would be like 2 seconds. So,
that's great.
And then we had what were your thoughts on this match? I didn't really get to give you thoughts on it. So
that was a decent tag match.
Okay.
Nothing special. And
then we went from one tag match to another tag match, which I think they should have thought that one through because it was basically the same match except different people. It was Kevin Owens and Mustafa Ali versus Rowan and the new Daniel Bryan. Another good tag team match here. Rowan beats Mustafa Ali with a Iron Claw, which I like the name of that finisher. And yeah, I like this. It's just the only question I have is, what's the plans for Mustafa Ali and Kevin Owens? Like, Kevin Owens, they clearly had some plans for, but this Kofi Kingston thing kind of made them have to change things around. So going on Kevin Owens because he's awesome. So, but I like this tag match. Good tag match, and the right team went over because the new Daniel Bryan's team should be losing because he's the champion going into Mania. So, what are your thoughts?
I agree. It was a pretty good tag match.
Then we had the main event of SmackDown, not the show, just main event of SmackDown. I have to say that because Chris will get scared and leave. So, Vince McMahon gives Kofi Kingston a WrestleMania opportunity. Wasn't what we thought, though. Well, I don't even know like what you guys were thinking. It wasn't probably what you guys thought. I knew where this was going. It really wasn't gonna. It was gonna be an opportunity, but not the way Kofi Kingston wanted it. So they come out. Xavier Woods and Big E are hyping up Kofi Kingston, talking about how he's done everything for Vince and he's been in the company for like 11 years. And Vince McMahon doesn't think that Kofi Kingston's the guy. I even like how he included that line that the new Daniel Bryan called him a B-plus player, which was awesome because the old Daniel Bryan had to go through that, 2013, 2014, even 2015 and 2016 because that's why he had to retire. So, then he even talks about how Kofi Kingston's not going to go into the Hall of Fame by himself. He's going to go in with the New Day, and he's only good with the New Day. And he's just basically shooting down Kofi. Kofi was awesome here talking about how he's done everything that Vince McMahon's asked him to do. And he's been on the road. He's missed all these family events. He even talking about how like one of his kids like lost his tooth, and he missed that moment where he saw the Tooth Fairy. And he wants to know what he has to do to get a title match. That was the worst question Kofi Kingston ever could have asked. Because what does he have to do tomorrow, today, whenever you see this, or yesterday, it already happened. Whenever you see this video, that's when we're doing it.
We're recording. It's Monday, so it's tomorrow for us.
Yeah. He's got to face Randy Orton, Mojo, The Bar, and Rowan in a gauntlet match. And if he wins, he gets the title match at WrestleMania. And if he loses, I guess he's just done. Because they didn't really say what happened. I guess he'll just be like, he'll probably just get like a SmackDown tag team title match. But he wants the WWE title match. He wants to go with the big boys. So,
the big boys.
Daniel Bryan's, he's bigger than Daniel Bryan. So, and then afterwards, the New Day fight off all the heels. So, yeah, this segment was awesome. I'm really not feeling them doing like another gauntlet match because it's just basically going to be a repeat though of like what they did before with Kofi. I kind of wish they just did like a 6-pack challenge ladder match or something, or like a 6-man battle royal, or maybe like a handicap match, elimination, something like that. But I was fine with this. What were your thoughts on it?
I liked it. It's a good way to close the show out.
Yeah.
Makes Kofi gets even more sympathy.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. I kind of want this match to close Mania because I know like the women's triple threat's like pretty big, but the fact that we're possibly going to get like the first crown of like the full African American champion, that's even bigger than like the woman right now. So, in my opinion, because of how like mistreated African Americans history have been treated with like WWE. Like either the woman are bad, the African American like was worse. So
oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like there's no better feel good moment than like Kofi Kingston like winning the title at the end of the show. But it's probably not gonna happen. So but yeah, how do you see this gauntlet match going? Because obviously there's gonna be like some shenanigans in between.
Yeah, it could go any way.
Yeah.
Really.
I think he's gonna beat both members of the Bar fair and square because that doesn't really hurt or benefit them if Yeah. I think AJ's costing Orton the match. And then unfortunately, I think Joe should just get DQ'd. Not by kicking too much ass because that's worse, but like getting like counted out or something, so that way like he doesn't have to. And I think he's gonna I think Rowan's gonna be like the last guy he has to get to because that makes the most sense. And he'll like beat Rowan with like a roll up or something. Or someone I talked to did like a prediction like the new Daniel Bryan will inadvertently cost Rowan the match, like hit him with the belt by accident or something. Not teasing a dissension, just accidentally.
Yeah, just a mess up. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see it going that way? Or do you see it going differently?
I could see it going that way.
Yeah.
I could, yeah, definitely.
Imagine it doesn't. Imagine Kofi Kingston loses after like the first match. Like,
oh my god,
he just loses, and it's like one blow kick by Sheamus in like 5 seconds, and he loses.
That'd be awful.
Imagine like the wage in the universe, like they just jump the barricade and just starts tearing the wind apart and just they just tear the whole place apart. This big wage happens and this big, I don't know.
They lose their minds.
The big I couldn't think of the word. It was riots. That's what I was trying to say. Everyone just starts rioting and just destroys everything.
The riot squad?
No, not them. Imagine they come out and they're like even pissed about it, and then Vince McMahon's even pissed about it because Kofi Kingston wasn't supposed to lose in 3 seconds like that, and he just starts tearing the whole place apart, and I think I'm just having one of those days today. So
you're losing your mind.
I don't know. We're supposed to save this type of stuff for the March Madness, and I'm bringing it on to the wrestling rundown. So, I think you're probably just sitting there being like, this kid's out of his mind right now. Like,
he's lost his fucking mind.
You're probably calling the mental hospital. You're probably trying the phone numbers and stuff and saying this kid's over here talking about people tearing apart buildings and stuff. Like, they're probably gonna.
Fucking mind.
They're probably on my way to my house right now. but anyhow, letter grade for SmackDown and letter grade for how Owen Finch is acting today.
I like how you talk about yourself in the first person too.
Yeah.
See how Owen Finch is doing today. SmackDown. I'm just called it Raw. SmackDown. I'll give it a solid B.
Yeah, me too. Really good show.
Pretty good show.
I think the only thing that was the wrestling wasn't very good on this show. Well, it was good, but could have been the wrestling.
Could have been better.
Yeah. What about how Owen Finch is acting today?
A+. Especially when you talk about yourself in the first person.
Did that bring it up to the A+ or?
Yep.
Did you call the mental hospitals? Are they on their way?
They're on their way.
What did you just call? I didn't even hear you go on the phone. Did you go away for a second or something?
They're on the way.
So I guess you won't see me for a while after this then.
Yeah.
Guess you and Noah got
especially if you keep talking about yourself in the first person.
I bet that not like people destroying whole buildings and stuff like that. Then once I started talking about myself in the first person, you were just like, okay, this guy's out of his mind.
This guy's out of his fucking mind.
I don't know what's going on. All right. Maybe I'm just overtired. I don't know.
Probably.
Huh?
Probably.
You guys got to remember, me and Chris had to go to school today, the day after spring break. So that's why
it's torture. It's torture.
Yeah. And my American government class isn't fun when no one really talks. So because we had one of those days. So yeah.
People are just having those days.
And you know how the professor gets when you have when there's a no talking class. He's not happy about it. So.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, do you have anything you want to plug or promote?
I don't have any fucking thing on a fucking plug or fucking promote.
Okay. Well, I'll plug some stuff. We should have looked up a mental hospital. I could have plugged that, but what was I gonna plug? Oh, CM Brothers. We're starting a new channel a new series on there about March Madness. We were supposed to have the announcement video up for today, but oh my gosh, this dog! I think I'm out of my mind. It's freaking dog losing his mind. She's got to go out and yeah, we're not doing the plugs because I don't want to listen to that for 3 hours. All right, come on.
All right.
The video is over. That was just ridiculous.
We'll plug this shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it again tomorrow.
Yeah. See you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.